All right, let's get started on our blending exercise of the day. We're going to break these words up into syllables to sound them out. So remember that the j sound is made by the G in English, GI and GE, and it's also made by the J, of course. So the first word is gem. One syllable, gem. Second word, submerge. Submerge. That means to put underwater. Agent. Agent. Like a secret agent. And pack edge. Package. Like you get delivered to your door. Now, when GE is at the beginning of a word, the E makes its own vowel sound. So in the word gem, you hear the sound because it's at the beginning of a word, right? Also with agent, gent. So you've got the J sound and the E sound. But if you look at the words submerge and package, where the GE is at the end of the word, the E does not make its own sound. Second line, giant, giant, meaning very large. Rigid, rigid. That means hard or unbending. Ginger, ginger. It is the root of a plant that's used to flavor things like ginger ale. And gigantic, gigantic, a synonym for very, very large or huge. Let's take a look at the word ginger. That's pretty interesting because we have two J sounds in there, the J sound, but we have two different spellings in the word. We have GI, J, and then we have jur. So the GI and the GE, just like it showed on our spelling card, makes the J sound. The other interesting word in this row is the word gigantic. Now, if you remember on our spelling card, the J sound is made by GI and GE combinations. You'll notice here that this is neither the GAN part of gigantic, so that's why it makes the hard G sound instead of the J sound, because it's not followed by an E or an I. Line 3, center, center, meaning the middle of something. Percent, percent. That's how much of a part of something you have. So if you have 50% of something, that means you have half of it. Office, office. And our last word on line 3 is celebrate, 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 meaning a party. And on line 3, you'll notice that the word center, percent, have that short E sound because the CE is at the beginning of the word. Just like gem and agent, when that letter combination is at the beginning of the word, the E says its name. So enter, the E says a sound, the E sound. And percent, right? But when the CE is at the end of the word, like office, it just makes the S sound. And our last line is circus, circus, citizen, cyclone, and mercy.